What's going on, guys? It's Stock Picks by Tim. In this video today, I wanted to talk about Sphere 3D. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, we had a crazy day today. We're going to look at the chart. We're also going to look at some recent Bitcoin mining news. I'm going to give you my thoughts, going to give you an update. My last video a while ago, I did say I'm just going to kind of hold it towards the end of the year, kind of leave it alone, keep an eye on it. But I wanted to give you an update and let you know if things have changed or anything. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Definitely appreciate you guys. And first off, let's look at their Bitcoin mining update. Now, I will leave you the link down below if you want to read it yourself. So in June, they basically produced 12.2 Bitcoin. And you'll see that May they produced more than that. Even the month previously they produced more than that. Their holdings did go up, however, and they did say that they're going to continue to hold, but basically they only have about $1 million in Bitcoin right now. And looking at their balance sheet, they've got about 25 million in cash. We're going to look at that in a second. They don't have any debt, so that's good. But just briefly going over this article, basically the CEO said that even at Bitcoin's trading price, it's still profitable for Sphere 3D to continue mining. They say that their mining fleet is some of the most efficient available right now. And even if Bitcoin was to drop further, they can still mine Bitcoin at a profitable rate, they say. And then the CEO goes on to say that there are reports that manufacturers have large stockpiles of miners that have not been financed. Currently, I do see a red flag here. Now, they did mention that they're having issues right now because the Federal Reserve raising rates. They are having issues securing financing for their future mining fleet at favorable terms. And they go on to say that they do not expect to reach an agreement before the end of the fourth quarter, which could result in pushing deliveries of additional miners into the future, pushing those deliveries out. Definitely not a good sign, but they say that they believe that is consistent with the steps taken by other crypto mining companies. That whole paragraph is definitely a red flag to me, and their Bitcoin production level did remain flat, despite a lot of hobbyists having to get kicked out. You know, it's not profitable for a lot of these hobbyists, a lot of these smaller miners. You would think that Bitcoin mining difficulty wouldn't be as high, considering I bet a lot of miners have been pushed out because it's not profitable. So I kind of find that interesting that, you know, you've got a company like CleanSpark that has been continuing to raise the exahash, and that could be for other reasons like their immersion mining and just increasing their overall fleet. But then you have a company like Sphere 3D, and they've been flat, if not in a downtrend, in Bitcoin production monthly. So that is kind of interesting. But like I've said in my previous video, I will hold this till the end of the year, but we're going to go over a couple things real quick, and then I'm going to look over the chart for you and give you my thoughts there, where I would potentially buy. Now, one great thing about this, there are great things and there are negatives, but one great thing about this is that they're actually going to be taking delivery of about 4,000 S19j Pros, according to them, through their company BitFuFu, the strategic arm of Bitmain that they are working with. Basically, during July 2022, they are expecting multiple shipments in early July, but they did expect them to arrive early June, but supply chain and shipping issues, of course, got in the way. We will see if they do get them in July, but that could be why this pumped so dang much. Also, potentially shorts possibly covering. And we've got an update on New Miner. If you guys have been paying really close attention to Sphere 3D, you'll know that they were going to be working on this partnership with this New Miner company that hasn't proved anything yet. They were completely new, but basically they didn't meet the deadline for delivering the pre-production miners. And New Miner reps basically say that the supply chain issues caused them to not be able to manufacture the machines. So Sphere canceled the order. They actually requested the prompt return of the company's $10 million deposit. So that's quite interesting. Definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. But what do you guys think about Sphere 3D? Are you long-term investors on it? Are you just looking for a hype play, just trying to ride that momentum? Let me know down below. And what do you think of the recent mining news? And also, why do you think it pumped recently? Now, as I said here, according to Yahoo Finance, this is probably according to their last earnings call. Numbers could, of course, change, but they are looking at about 25 million in cash and possibly another 10 million if they do get that deposit back from New Miner. And then according to Yahoo Finance here, they do have no debt. Now, looking at the chart, this thing has been absolutely running. It actually ran up about 30% during the day, during the market, and then ran up another 10% after hours. I think people were possibly reading in between the lines, and they did see that 4,000 additional miners, because that would increase their hash rate quite dramatically considering their current amount of miners they have going. Now, looking at the technicals, the RSI is very, very overbought, starting to curl down already. MACD already ready to curl, it seems. We may have a bit of a pullback, but the candles are bullish over the 8, 13, and 21 EMA. Now, for some context, just like a lot of these other crypto miners, it did create new lows after May 11, May 12. A lot of stocks have held up since that point. And for some stocks, I do speculate that that could have been the bottom. This is not the case for Sphere 3D. They have been continuing downtrending, and they hit a low of about 50 cents. I would be watching that level. If we do pull back over the next month, 3 months or so. I will be watching it, and if we hold over this level, bounce up, I will likely be buying and riding that momentum up and considering selling by the end of the year. Sphere 3D is on the chopping block at the end of this year. However, things could definitely change. And real quick before I go, guys, you will see that it looks like we just broke out of this huge downtrend. That might have contributed to that extra little push that we had today. Because a 30% day, yes, we had a great day in the overall market. Yes, most Russell stocks did great. Yes, even the crypto miners did good. CleanSpark up like 8 to 10%. You know, a move like this for Sphere 3D is pretty uncalled for, so it could be this technical just breakout that we had out of this downtrend starting since October 2021. That's very possible that that contributed to it, and also, of course, their mining update, but I'm not all impressed. I think there's definitely a mixed bag there with that mining update, but when you do read between the lines, I think people are speculating that possibility of 4,000 more miners in the month of July. We will see if it happens. Let me know your comments down below. Thanks as always, guys. Take it easy.